Hey guys! So I wanted to talk a little bit today about psychology and communication and how they are interlinked. Have you ever thought about the way we communicate and how the way that we talk has changed over time? Let's take, for example, some expressions that you may find in a conversation. Let's say the other person says something that totally blows your mind, and you say something like, "What the heck?" or "What the world?" Many years ago, you might not have found these kind of expressions, which just goes to show how words and communication has changed over time. But part of this is related to psychology. Psychology seeks to understand the world around us and the mental processes behind human behavior. In the past couple days, I have really found some similarities between psychology and communication, between some of the material that my professors have given me. And it's really important, especially for people going into public work, especially social work, education, and the medical field. It's important for anyone to understand how we communicate and why this is effective. In the world around us, it's important to understand that the perception of a certain way that we communicate is related to our interpretation of the world around us. People naturally seek out patterns in their environment, and over time, those patterns are shaped by communication experiences. People who know how to communicate well are going to have a lot of skills that help them communicate with others. Just kind of some common sense there. Also, for example, somebody who has experienced some type of mental abuse or negativity in their life is going to have a little bit more difficult time communicating with others. Let's say someone who has suffered mental abuse may respond very negative to someone who has actually put the abuse on them, whereas the one who has suffered may respond a little bit better to someone who shows compassion, trust, and understanding to them. All of these things play a role in society and communication. Trust is really important in a conversation. If I'm not trusting you, I'm not going to respond well if you try to talk to me. Part of psychology also includes embracing differences. And in a world like today, differences are not so much favored. Differences are looked at as hate. And people are very quick to jump on the bandwagon and judge you for being different, but I think it's important that people need to stand out. And with so many judgmental behaviors, effectiveness of communication, significantly diminishes, which is a problem. There's 7 billion people on this planet, and we've all got to get along somehow. If we can't communicate or understand how or why someone is trying to communicate, then it's going to be difficult to get along as a society. All of these things play a role in communication and psychology, and it's critical, that we know how to work with people. If we know how to work with people, we can reduce problems that are facing society today. A lot of people don't know how to communicate, and some things that we can do to help communication in a world like today is offer communication classes such as this one. It's so important. I think also everybody needs to learn psychology and communication. Over the past couple days, it has helped me so much, and I can better serve people now that I know that sometimes what we say is only part of us trying to understand what's going on around us and figure out what all of this is about. And so communication in psychology, again, it's very important, so that we know how to get along and trust.